Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and hello. I was emboldened by the previous video where I was able to say something that I wanted to be able to say to someone I can't really talk to anymore, and I did in fact feel a little bit more free, like I had done something about an emotion state that was really bothering me. I was really bottled up about it, and I felt more free when I was done with that experiment. I really want to keep that rolling, and there's another relationship past in my past that I've been holding on to, I think probably a lot more than the circumstance strictly warrants. And I'm going to do what I can. Again, not a specific message to them, I guess. I don't know. But doing it, talking myself through what it is that I would say, because I think apologies or declarations are frequently more for the person who's saying them than they are for the person who receives them. I don't need to change someone else's attitudes or opinions, but it is important for me to state what I have going on the inside. I have a hard time doing that to specific people. We know this, but I want to chronicle both what's so important to me that's been so on my mind, and I am going to talk to this person. I'm going to be bold at some point as soon as I can, but this is what it is that I do have to say and why it's so important to me. Let's begin. Somewhere in my past, there is a friend who I had, and we were close, and we do still, we're not estranged. And my feelings got hurt because they didn't like my hobby. They did not support my hobby. At the time, being friends and maintaining those connections was very important to me, even more than preserving the integrity of my internal space. Even at the cost of not being able to share the things which excite me, it was still valuable at that time to have more friends and connections in the world. So I went through that period of time not being honest with who I was to some extent. And a lot of that is because, wouldn't you know it, I have a hard time. The lighting in this world is changing. We are happy that it has a day-night cycle, but it's messing up my video. 1 second. But what I was trying to say is I have a hard time speaking honestly with people, and I'm trying to correct that at some point in my life. I'll get better at it, I promise. So instead of saying, hey, my feelings are hurt that I can't bring up my hobby, or I feel like I can't, and I can't share that, I just stopped talking with them. I just let communication die down, because if they're not supporting me in what I love doing, then I'm going to do what I love doing, and then you just can't really talk very much about that. And that's extremely immature, I think, because there's a chance that they would have been able to appreciate my hobby alongside me if I said, hey, this is actually a big deal to me. I decided that they would be unwilling to do so, and I decided to stop talking, and I'm the one who decided to stop being friendly, I guess, to someone. Like, that is a relationship that's still actually really in on my heart. Like, it's one of the things in my entire life that I think about a whole bunch. I want to try and do something. And the thing is, I don't know if I want to make like a video, even an anonymous one that I post, or I want to make a video and then send it to them, or do I just want to, like, oh, I don't know, reach out and talk to them specifically? Ideally, I will have, enough confidence to be able to do that, because I have a hard time talking to people. I wish I knew what that was about. But the reason I'm making a video in the first place is I think I isolated some of why talking to this person is so challenging, and it might help me understand a little bit more about why it's so challenging speaking my heart to people in the first place. And the short answer is, even though I can't get very specific here, and I wish that I could, but what I can say is, so long as I don't have an answer about this hobby of mine and how important it is to be able to share with the people who are close to me, if I don't have an answer for that, then I don't have to let go of a connection that I have had in the past. Because that's a connection that I did enjoy, and I spend a decent amount of time regretting, more so than the situation warrants. I don't know for sure, but I think about it enough that I want to not worry about it as much. It's time to say something, even though saying something will add an element of finality. Because we either can be friends or not, I think, because I want to be able to share all of me with anyone I surround myself with. I've spent a lot of time being with people, friends, family, who are not supportive of what I do, and I've left lives behind to reinvent myself and let people go when I couldn't express myself. I don't want to be in that position anymore. It's time for this video to be done, and all I think I wanted to make sure I did was say that I'm doing a difficult thing by putting a past relationship which has deteriorated on the line, because I still hold on that, like, well, maybe we could, because I enjoyed that friendship. There was a lot of closeness there for a little bit. But I really don't want to have to let go of a connection all of the way. And if it's at the point now where I feel like I can't be myself, like, it's a connection that I think it's okay if it goes, if that's what I need it to be, if that's what I need to do for my personal integrity and my mental health. And I think what I'm getting with that is I would rather have integrity and be internally healthy on my own rather than have people in my life, or like people who it's time to get on to it's time to resolve something, because I'm spending a lot of time. My friends are up there. I've got friends. We're hanging out, and I was having a hard time hanging out because I was thinking about people who I would hang out with also, who I think would get along with my friends, but we dropped contact a while ago. Reaching out is hard, setting terms and conditions about things is hard, and I have a feeling it's going to be like, hey, by the way, this is really important to me, and they'll be like, yeah, well, whatever, and then I'll be like, yeah, I know, and then that's going to be it. And that's too bad. But I think just what needs to happen. I think that's reasonable. And here's the other thing is the last video I talked about doing this so I could go to karaoke and actually do it. And that video is the only reason I was able to do karaoke, is because I had made a video, I posted it, so either I go back on my own word, or I do the thing, because I said I was going to do the thing, I did the thing, and I almost quit tons of times, but it's like, no, I said I would, I'm doing it, dang it. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to reach out to someone, and I'm not a Discord message, not a, I don't know, everything is the worst right now, but I'm trying. And I want to try and talk to someone from my past about, hey, by the way, my hobbies are important to me, and I just tried putting in some kind of a close to the video, and I accidentally got too personal with it, and I need to try and maintain separation from this so I can chronicle my personal journey without, like, betraying the personal journey of other people. So I have this footage now, and I've done something about this thing that was deep in my heart. So I'm going to go talk to my friends, I'm going to edit this video, and then I'm going to try and have a conversation that I'm scared to have, but I'm tired of being in limbo all of the time, so that was something I decided to do. So thank you guys for hanging out with this part of the journey, and I can't wait to continue on this path, because as it turns out, being a little bit more open and honest with the people around me, and that includes even myself, which is what these videos are, or are trying to be. I don't know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for me, and it was important to make this video, so I did. And I'm going to walk out of frame now, and then I'm going to go hang out with my buddies. That's going to be so much fun. So, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye, and I will see you guys later.